Welcome back to Crit Couch. I'm Michael.
And I'm Skyler.
We are still in this level, and I am trying to remember which of these holes I'm supposed to fall down. Here we go. I hope I'm right.
Did you actually forget?
Oh, right. This is going to take me to, like, Fairyland.
Oh, hey.
We're good.
Not the worst place you can be.
So I'm going to include this on the last episode, and I'm telling Skyler this because he doesn't know, but, like, we were doing the little, we had a little link bit right at the end, where, and I said, like, when we were talking about, like, Ash, and I said, like, Ash, not ass at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
So, Evil Dead. No, not Evil Dead. Army of Darkness. So there's a part in Army of Darkness where Ash gets cloned. So Ash is Bruce Campbell's character, right? And that's more reference for, like, the audience.
If you don't know what Army of Darkness is.
But so, like, little like, you know, demon gets into his stomach. He, like, boils it out with water, and it turns into, like, a full-fledged clone of him. But he's like, oh, God, this place sucks. He's like, I'm bad Ash, and you're good Ash. You're a little goody two-shoes. Well, in one of, like, the original TV cuts, I think it was, like, for TBS or whatever, whoever was doing the censoring didn't recognize that he was saying, I'm bad Ash, and you're good Ash. They thought he was saying, I'm bad ass. So they censored like, Ash. And so he's like, I'm bad, and you're good. You're a little goody too. So it's anytime the Ash ass thing comes up, I just think about how stupid that censorship thing was.
Man, TV censorship, like movies that were...
Mother Trucker!
Yeah. Oh, God, was it... I want to say it was a Lethal Weapon movie that I remember watching. And they had just torn that thing apart. Why are you second-guessing yourself?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm trying to... because, so, we're in a situation right now where...
This is the situation.
I'm actually going to do this because this is in the right position to do it. So now I can fuck up everything else, but this might actually be how I'm supposed to get up there, now that I think about it. I think...
Making it up as we go along.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Why would we know what we're doing?
So this is actually the how you get to the boss.
We're going to go fight the boss?
No, I want to get the armor first.
Okay.
But I've got the stone pushed down. Well, like, that's assuming I can get back out. Yeah. We've got the stone pushed down here. So this is now set. So now I can wander around up above and figure out how to get to this stupid staircase that I always forget how to get to. Makes me feel better because, well, I say that now. It'll probably make me feel worse in just a few. Okay, I need to get to that room.
You need an ego check every now and then.
Yeah. A reminder that I am human.
Yeah.
Deeply, deeply fallible.
Something to talk to my therapist about. Yeah. My therapist.
Therapist. Nope, that's too close to something else.
Ooh, nope.
Literally, but there's an the SNL joke. Yeah. Like the Sean Connery bit. Like,
I'll take anal bum cover.
I've been trying to invent an anal bum cover for years.
Yeah, that's an album cover. I know an anal bum cover when I see it. This is the worst Sean Connery impression anyone has ever done. I don't really remember what he sounds like. He's just regal and Scottish, right? Like, that's...
Yeah, he's
kind of his own thing.
So I actually don't know. He's Scottish, but, like, he's got to be, like, from a particular... Because, like with any place, there's accents that that differ. Like, I've heard, like, the Glasgow Scottish accent is, like, indecipherable.
Is that the Arbacabby, sir?
Okay.
I can't do a Scottish accent, I have found. Maybe once upon a time.
I've made a discovery.
Yeah. I clearly need to practice more. I do funny voices when we play D&D. I don't know if my players like it or not. But, they don't get a choice. They are captured by me.
This is just what you have to listen to now.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
The amount of times he just gets quiet and puts a hand up to his chin and starts racking his brain on what he needs to do.
So that orange rectangle right there,
sure,
that's the chest.
Okay.
We need to get to
We need to do a somersault.
We need to get to the room above it to fall down into it.
Seems easy.
But
enough.
we need to get to the room above that. That's the room we need to get to with that little yellow square in it, because that's the one that connects down. So I think we are we actually in an okay position? Holy shit!
I don't know.
I don't either, but I think we might be okay.
Couldn't tell you. Man, that's one thing. I gotta ask if you're having the same. Well, you're doing duping, so I don't know. But do you feel like you just get an influx of arrows all the time in Tears of the Kingdom?
No, but that's because
really?
Yeah, but that's partly because I haven't been killing. Like when I did have a whole. Hey, sweet. I did have a whole bunch for a while, but that's because I was killing a lot of bokoblins.
Okay, and that's I've gotten into a lot.
And
of
now the hardest part of this, getting down these fucking stairs.
That you have to line it up so perfectly is weird.
That's,
I see what you have to do here.
Yeah, so you have to like blow up. Is this one?
Sure. Looks good. Hop on in there.
Man, I can't believe this like went this well. I have literally spent like 40 plus minutes in this dungeon in the past because I kept fucking up.
Nice, and a little yellow hat.
Yeah.
It's a pea-colored hat.
Well, this is really convenient because we already did all of this stuff correctly. We're going to get out of this dungeon, y'all.
Damn, 2 episodes and we're already done. Time to hang the hat and call it a night.
Hey, fuck you.
These things are those what are they? Skibbles?
Stalfos.
Stalfos.
That's where like the Lizalfos and that sort of like suffix in the name came from there. So this is so this next boss we're about to come up on the boss here.
You can call me Skylarfos.
Skylarfos.
Yeah.
So one of the interesting things about this boss is
surprise!
You disturbed our home! We were having dinner!
It's like picking up a plant, like a brick.
You know
and
how hard it is to find dinner for a family of jellyfish that live under a rock?
In ice?
There is nothing to eat in here but penguin meat. Come on!
I wonder what penguins taste like.
I've heard very bad.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Because they're like such fatty animals. Like have you ever seen a penguin skeleton?
No.
It's just like an elongated bird skeleton. They just look round because of like their fat layers.
Their little tubby boys.
Yeah. So, normally in this next fight, we would come down here. We would want you can actually technically use the lantern to break this ice barrier.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, normally, but the fire rod is what you would want to be throwing up against it.
Should we not normally have the fire rod yet if we're doing
No,
this
we would. This is Dungeon 5.
Okay.
You get the fire rod in Dungeon 3.
Okay.
We're now kind of in sequence, but if you hit not the map button.
Cool. Why was it an eyeball in the ice?
Because everything's an eyeball. Like everything in if there's an eyeball in Zelda, that you have a weakness.
Yeah.
So it actually takes a lot of fire rod hits. We've got fairies, it's fine. Yes, bring me back to life. That's why I have you in the bottle.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say "bring me back to life, slut." I really thought that's what you're. I was like, Jesus, man, taking a hard stance on these poor little fairies. We do not slut shame in this house, Link. Bad, Link. Bad. You can have as many cat skulls as you want, but
that's fair. I'm actually very pro sex worker.
Thank you.
You should see what I did in my off time before my uncle died.
Don't want to hear it. Well, you just turned that guy into shit.
So, breaking through the
other side,
the thing's ice shield actually takes quite a few shots from the fire rod. So,
and there's stuff coming down at you normally while that's happening.
Okay.
So just bombosing through it is pretty good.
Do you want to do the voice of this woman?
Sure, I don't think I can top whatever you came up with last time. Actually, I just thought of something.
All right.
Not because of this, but
Vrigo, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you.
Are you related to that other one? Because y'all have similar vocal ranges.
No. Who are you? Are you talking about the kingpin of bombs?
Yeah. She was real mouthy for a while.
You will find no such issue with me.
Cool.
They say the Hylia people controlled mysterious powers, as did the 7 wise men. But the blood of Hylia...
is it Hylia or Hylia?
Hylia.
Hylia? I don't know why I always go to Hylian.
I know why.
Why?
There's a specific YouTuber who is why.
Is it? Oh, really? He calls it Hylia? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, you can solve that riddle for yourselves.
Oh.
But the blood of Hylia has become thin over time. We're a little anemic. We who carry the blood of the 7...
I don't really like thin blood. It doesn't stick to walls as well.
The fuck? Of the 7 wise men do not possess strong power anymore, either. That's kind of an extra article we didn't need on that sentence. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the knights with the wisdom of the wise men. Only a short time remains until the gate at the castle linking the worlds opens completely. If you defeat Ganon, this world will vanish. The Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Good luck. Do you understand?
Why do you all ask me that? Do I look stupid?
I wasn't gonna say it, but, your mouth. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Okay, he didn't threaten me. Everything's pretty good.
Okay, so...
Don't start none, won't be none, bitch.
Remember how Will Smith's back was...
Welcome to Earth! Okay, you're gonna ask something.
How did one of Tiana's hairs get in my shoe?
That's what happens when you live with a person.
With like long ass curly hairs. Anyways, okay, so I was just thinking Zelda in this one. There's this thing going around on Twitter or Tumblr, or probably everywhere, I don't know. But there's like this weird argument occurring about the relationship between Link and Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
And it's like, are they dating? Aren't they dating? And there's this whole thing. I'm not going to say too much because I really don't want to spoil anything. If you're going to play Tears of the Kingdom, I know not everybody has access to it right now, but really wants to have that experience. So I'm not going to say any more. But there's this whole thing around it, and there's some specific things in game that have people questioning what's going on there. Are they not a thing in most games?
It's okay.
Okay.
It has never been terribly clear as far. Now, there may be some stuff in some of like that supplemental material and whatever that's gotten released over the years.
Sure.
But I don't actually know that it's ever been made clear one way or the other.
Well, so I was going to bring it up because I'm going to talk about Breath of the Wild because that has been out forever at this point. Like, there is clearly a relationship you get to watch get established between, but God damn it, now I do want to say something about the Tears of the Kingdom.
Just don't.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you off screen.
Oh, there was a rock in my ass.
It's
not that big yet.
Practice before you gotta stretch some things out. There's a whole.
Remember what I said about those things I did before my uncle died?
But you get to watch this relationship get established that, like, I'm not going to say is a necessarily romantic one, but they have a very strong connection.
Yeah.
By the end of that game,
For
knowing what they've been through together. Skyward Sword was, very close relationship. You actually care about, I will say the one thing Skyward Sword did very well was its characters, and you really give a shit about, like, Zelda and Link in those games.
I did feel like
in that game.
And granted, I didn't finish Skyward Sword because it made me so mad as a game.
I didn't know that.
The motion controls. I think one of the big things to know about me is
like Skyward striking.
When I feel like I am having to fight a game's mechanics, and that can be either a design level or like I need to be my head needs to be in a game loop. And the more things that distract me from that game loop, the less invested I get. That's why I think durability drives me so insane.
We were just talking about that Monday. Yeah, your flow state, basically.
Because durability knocks me out of that flow state. And because it's a thing that I know I can correct, but I don't want to have to be constantly correcting it.
Yeah.
And Skyward Sword had the same problem because the inaccuracies of its motion controls pulled me out of being able to play it.
You mean you didn't like dowsing 5 million times?
How about it?
What are you paying
Thank
MRPs
you.
for?
As a matter of fact, monster magic is making it rain in the swamp. If you can move the air with more force than the monsters, the rain may stop. I just really need you to fart really, really
I
hard.
was about to say, well, I guess it's time for a trip to Taco Bell.
Some Taco Bell and some beans and some Thai food.
He does the Randy thing.
Oh, hot. Oh. P.F. Chang's.
Is that what it is in that?
Yeah, it's
episode?
P.F. Chang's.
It's the weirdest episode. South Park is just a strange show.
But so, yeah, it's never been super clear. I mean, partly because in these early games.
Well, because there's almost like a Luke Leia moment in this one where it's like, sorry, I'm off mic. There's like a Luke Leia moment at the beginning of this one because he's like, she's your, and then he like your uncle dies. I guess
we turned it into an incest joke.
Yeah,
but I think it's supposed to be kind of like she's.
Oh, is
like
that why I'm reading it that way?
Yes,
she's your destiny.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like she's your charge because like we're the last of like the bloodline, right? Like
Zelda always has her knight basically. Yeah,
and
because there's wisdom and power, and then you're kind of the in-betweener.
Your courage.
Yeah.
Well, and the wisdom, power, courage split didn't show up until the second game. Because like in the first game, there was the Triforce of Power, there was the Triforce of Wisdom. In the manual and stuff for Game 2, that's where like Link has the Triforce mark on his hand, and that indicates he has the Triforce of Courage. Hence, that's the third part of the Triforce. Yeah. Actually, fun fact about that, like, and that's part of
another dungeon.
Yeah, this is Dungeon 6.
Why do they all have faces?
You don't build dungeons with faces?
I mean, my house does look like Castle Grayskull.
It's like a Vor thing? I don't know.
I'm just a really big Gwar fan.
That's not what Vor is.
What is Vor?
God damn it.
Nope, I know what Vor is. Don't. Never mind. You know what? We'll see you on the next Cricket.
Yeah, next episode. We won't talk about that at all.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about their relationship more or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, good.
Wholesome family channel.
No, we're not.
It's definitely about family.